All right, music fans, welcome back. It is Dave, the Real Music Observer, observing real music in real time for real people just like you right there, and yours truly right here. Journey has dusted off a deep track, which can only be found on their time-cubed box set. It was recorded during the Frontiers album sessions, and it was most likely scrapped by the record label at the time because, quite frankly, it doesn't sound like anything from that time period. It features Steve Perry on vocals, of course, which all the Perryistas out there will be just thrilled about. Well, you know, you did have Neil and John sing tunes for Journey, and you can find those songs, I believe, also on the Timed Cube box set, or Time Cubed. This tune, though, has been dusted off, I believe, for patriotic reasons. If you go scanning and searching on YouTube, I do actually find a version by Steve Augeri from 2002, at least the audio from that concert. A smart move, because this summer I think Neil Schon has kind of co-opted the entire patriotic thing with the troops on stage during the concert, I believe from Milwaukee. I might be mistaken, but right around July 4th, this was quite a spectacle with Neil Schon on stage with our finest men and maybe some women up there as well, who are going off to serve the country. Really very interesting, because last year we heard about certain things, politics and religion and so forth, showing, you know, everybody thinking that Neil Schon didn't have patriotism and didn't, you know, love his country or something like that. Here's a guy who I believe was an army brat, right? Neil Schon, wasn't he? I know, didn't his father serve in the military? I mean, I'll have to go research that a little bit more. You know, if you're mad at me because I don't know every detail, I get some people that say, you know way too much about Journey, and then I get other people that say, you don't know anything, so shut up. So you get both sides. And of course, when I'm sort of winging it here and doing improv, which I am, I'm not reading a teleprompter like some folks who do videos, sometimes you get some details wrong, and people will let me know, and they do quite vociferously. But in any event here, the song is called Liberty, okay? Liberty. And it would have been on Frontiers if the record label had wanted it to be on Frontiers, I think. It's a very good song. It's a short song. I think it clocks in probably slightly under 3 minutes long. And it really pays homage, musically speaking, to the great Led Zeppelin from their more acoustic period, believe it or not. Stuff from, say, Led Zeppelin 4 or Houses of the Holy. You know, that period, maybe even Led Zeppelin 3. But it features Steve Perry really wailing on vocals, and I think this probably was a Neil Schon guitar composition that evolved into a song. That's what I'm thinking. Neil would have to chime in to talk about how the song developed. Of course, again, it's on the Time Cubed box set, so you can hear it. It is uploaded to various platforms if you'd like to listen to the original studio version. But I was told that Arnell had to learn this song rather quickly, just in order to perform it. He had never performed it, and I think Neil and or John or just Neil said, hey, this would be a great idea to perform at this time of year because it's kind of a patriotic song. And look, folks, it's kind of cool. It's cool if you're a real music fan and you're tired of the Dirty Dozen, which I am. Quite frankly, I don't mind hearing those songs, but to hear a tune like this, Liberty, it kind of reminds me of this song by Joe Vitale, who used to play drums for Joe Walsh back in the day with Barnstorm and some of the other Joe Walsh solo projects. I think Joe also is on the But Seriously album as well. He does this tune on one of his solo albums called Lady on the Rock, which this song would go really well with. You'd have Liberty, Lady on the Rock, maybe you have a few other patriotic tunes out there. maybe some undiscovered tunes that you haven't heard before. Check out that Joe Vitale tune, though. It's great. I think Joe Walsh is playing guitar on it. But, man, very cool that Journey is getting a little deeper into their catalog. This is about as deep as you can get. And for all those folks that wish this was on Frontiers, it didn't really fit on Frontiers. For me, I think the closest album, Journey album, you could probably put it on, maybe Departure, because there was some more kind of acoustics on that might have fit it better. But it doesn't really matter because we can all enjoy it now. And Journey out there performing it at select concerts live with Arnell on lead vocals. Very cool. All right, done with this video. I'll be back soon. Hang out and there'll be more. See you then.